subway system in Manhattan, part of the experience here in New York. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche NBA, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for him.
We're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Chris Paul is still searching for his first title. He came close in Houston, but was traded, and by some was written off as over the hill. CP said, "I control what I can. That's preparing to play every night. Doesn't matter how successful my season was or wasn't, I'm always going to strive and push myself." Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, D.A. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Ayton is out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Paul in at the 1. And for the Knicks, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. R.J. Barrett is out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Toppin in at the 3 slot. Now here's Paul. Robinson with the block. Takes a shot at the elbow. No good that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, and in that one, they were aggressive, but also efficient. The exact balance you're looking to achieve.
Well, easy to be efficient on nights like that when everybody has things going. Let's see if they're still in a rhythm tonight.
And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Walker's shot is off. Paul outside to the middle. Here's Booker. Off target at the rim. Here's Toppin, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Walker's shot is off.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
Crowder, the pass to Ayton. Over Robinson. It's rebounded by New York.
Just a bit of a rut here early. Just 1 of 4 so far.
Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Oh, tremendous find there by Kemba. He draws loads of attention, opens the court up for his teammates.
Paul passes to Booker. Lays it up off the glass.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by, Walker. The shot goes in, first of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And a capable scorer from anywhere on the floor. You give Walker those kinds of looks and he's going to make you pay.
Now here's Paul. A 14-point game for him in the win against Atlanta.
And guys, the other thing that he did well was just facilitate the offense, pass the ball around beautifully in that one. Seriously, put on a passing clinic.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Walker against Paul. Walker's shot is off.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Paul outside. Back to Crowder. Lets the three fly. Walker with the rebound. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the New York Knicks. Trailing by 2. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, so close in that one, but that's of no solace to the players. They played their hearts out.
And you want to respond in kind, but that last game, it was an effort that most of the time can get you a win. They ran into a tough opponent who was playing at a high level.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. The Suns have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter.
Well, the Knicks fans looking for any ray of hope, and it doesn't have to come at the hands of high-level draft choices. Mitchell Robinson is one of those young players right now for them who's showing a ton of promise.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And that one falls for Bridges. And Robinson, a second-round pick for the Knicks. Brent, he has been a steal.
I agree with you. He started playing basketball in 8th grade, so you wonder how much more unlimited and untapped potential does Mitchell Robinson have at this position.
And he makes both free throws.
Mikal Bridges, I think one of those talents coming out of college where a lot of teams expected him to have a 10 or 12-year career playing a great role as a two-way player in the NBA.
Shot's good by Walker.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Walker against Paul. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Booker's got his second basket of the game.
Devin Booker up there in usage rate, usually one of the top 5 players in the NBA, and right there you can see why.
New York's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Barrett with the ball. Now guarded by Booker, and it's in there.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
And here is Bridges. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. Pass to Booker. With some arc, and he lays it up and in. Booker's got 6. So it's the Knicks now, trailing by 2. The Suns beat them last time these two teams met in Phoenix.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters, and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
And a physical presence is former Kentucky Wildcat Julius Randle. But he's got some mobility to go along with it, able to move and attack in transition.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. You know, people have talked about Julius Randle's game. He's a power driver, isn't he, Greg? I mean, the guy just bulldozes all the way in.
I like that phrase, Kev. You know, very fluid for his size. A pretty good ball handler and passer. I think his shooting is where he's still filling in the gaps.
All free throws good from Randle.
7th pick in the 2014 NBA draft. The interesting thing about Randall is he falls into that category as a tweener, maybe not a 3-man or a 4-man, but over the course of his career, he's decided to improve his outside shooting, become a threat driving to the basket, and now finding a home offensively in the NBA. You wonder how much further he can go if he could expand to the three-point line. Julius Randle's going to be in this league for a long time.
Well, we can't say enough about the passing of this group lately. The leading setup men among the league's 2 guards over the past 10 games. 5th on the list, Devin Booker.
And that list of players just goes to show that great passing doesn't just come from the point. The way those guys distribute the ball from the 2 spot is a thing of beauty.
Yeah, it truly is. You need to have scoring from that off-guard position, but with the way the point guards score nowadays, a ball mover is certainly an asset. And with the way those guys spread the ball around, that's what you get.
And this is the time of year when teams can start to lose their focus just a little bit. How tough is it, do you think, to stay motivated at this stage of a long season?
Well, teams who have big aspirations, Kevin, aren't suffering through any of this. The other teams that are trying to be acutely aware of the potential of their team are watching their players very intently as to whether their focus can be maintained during the next 2 to 3 weeks of this season.
Now here's Randall. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Milwaukee. It's deflected. Paul looking around to the paint. Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Unselfish play of Chris Paul there. Has a knack for knowing when to get his guys when they're wide open.
Knicks trail by 4. Now Walker. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Toppin dishes to Robinson. 5 to shoot. Barrett inside the 3-point line. Offensive rebound with the clock winding down.
Well, he's just too big and too athletic to be given that kind of position. Mitchell Robinson, an easy deuce.
Here is Paul. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Julius Randle picks one up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Free throw good. Paul.
Just such leadership that Chris Paul brings every night to the floor. It commands your respect and the opponent's respect, and it's making everyone around him better right now.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Taj Gibson's checked in for Julius Randle. Fournier comes in for Toppin, and it's Rose in for Kemba Walker. Both free throws good from Paul.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Now, here's Barrett. His last outing, he had 24 points. Here's Fournier. Good work defensively by Johnson.
And typically, he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
From past the arc. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. To the inside. Here's Rose. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And as long as he retains that great explosion in his legs, Derrick Rose will be a factor around the rim.
Rose against Paul. Payton outside. Pass to Kaminsky. Johnson outside. Latre. Here's McGee. Robinson with the block.
Well, the ferociousness that Robinson can have around the rim is impressive.
Alec Burks checked in for R.J. Barrett. And Phoenix also making a switch. Chandler Hutchison. He's checked in for Chris Paul. For New York, they've gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Burks kicks to Rose. Robinson passes to Rose. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Elfrid Payton.
And for Derrick Rose, the question will be how much of his MVP level of play from 2011 can he recover? You'd love to see him return to that form.
The first one falls.
And as he gets older, we've seen Derrick Rose coming out of his shell a bit more. Early in his career, he was wary of strangers and the media.
And growing up, Derrick Rose protected by his family from the dangers of Chicago. Then, Greg, after starring at the University of Memphis, he was drafted by his hometown Bulls.
Anointed a savior from day one. You talk about a life under the microscope. Sports writers picking him apart, rabid fans wanting a piece. In a lot of ways, it's probably better for him not playing in Chicago.
Rose against Payton. Lobbed up there for Robinson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
A timing play, but it helps to have a leaper like Mitchell Robinson finish it off.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Pass to Kaminsky. Back to Payton. Robinson against McGee. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And finished off by Kaminsky.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And so it's New York with it. The Suns getting the bucket. Robinson passes to Rose. He kicks it to Burks. Plenty of space. And the Knicks good for 2.
And that's the role they want for Rose. Getting guys going through his passing, especially when he can find them in rhythm.
Now here's Johnson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. McGee, the pass to Payton. And the basket is good.
How about Payton fending off the defense? That's a tough finish for a guard.
So here's Burks. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Now here's Johnson. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Suns lead by 2.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Fournier's shot is off. Phoenix has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And the basket by Hutchison.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
And the Phoenix Suns criticized for trading down 5 picks to select Cameron Johnson at 11 back in 2019. Many felt that was a reach.
Well, there were a lot of people who were predicting that Cam was going to be towards the back end of the first round even, and a clear case for a Phoenix Suns team who was dead last in three-point percentage, drafting for a need in Cam Johnson.
Noel's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Devin Booker, he's checked in for the Suns. And Noel kicks to Rose. Sweet little floater. Rose has got 6.
The burst, the tight handles, all of it makes Derrick Rose one tough cover defensively.
On the wing, Booker. Burks covering. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
And we know the story. Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
Free throw good, Booker.
Well, Devin Booker is among some of the youngest, most elite scorers that the league has ever seen. And the sky is the limit for this guy.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And Bones, Devin Booker capable of big nights. One of just a few players with multiple games of at least 59 points.
Well, he's always looking to put pressure on the defense, and he's got such a wide array of skills. Not only shooting the basketball, but has shown off more of his patience and playmaking ability as he moves through his career. Yeah, that's pretty aggressive by Elfrid Payton. To draw a foul inside the paint, the D looks flustered.
For Phoenix, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. And he makes the first.
But we've seen indications of Payton and his all-around game, but we just would want to see the evolution of the shot come along, just more consistent from the outside. That's the next step.
Yeah, you just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent. And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
Both free throws good from Booker.
And they've clearly been the aggressors here early on, drawing fouls and working themselves to the line.
And Noel throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Now here is McGee. 8 points his last outing. Pulls up on the wing. It's rebounded by New York, and there's the whistle. That goes on Frank Kaminsky. That's his first foul. Knicks trail by 6. 29 seconds left to play in the first. A shot by Burks. Nobody around.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
A nice shot by Booker.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out. Give him some space. Let him get to work.
Rose against Payton. Rose looking around. Three-pointer. Kept alive. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Well, recently, Chris Paul talked about adding some levity to the game.
It sounds so generic to say we have fun, but like we may lose a game here or there, but you know everybody's still happy for each other. We're just trying to build.
Yeah, from what we've seen, Greg, these guys naturally get along.
And you add in the guiding hand of Chris Paul. This team can beat anyone on any night because they're so connected.
Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Such a great way to silence hostile fans who want the up and down pace that gets them amped up. Instead, everyone's just standing around watching the free throw game.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Jay Crowder out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Devin Booker. Then there's Elfrid Payton. And it's Hutchinson in at the 3. Rose with the ball. Down low. And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Noel.
Great to have Noel active like that, proving how dangerous he can be on the inside.
Now here's Payton. There's the pass to Hutchison. And here's Booker. Payton outside. Back to Booker from 13. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Booker's got the lead up to 10 now for Phoenix. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Knicks. They host the 76ers after this game, and that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Rose has got 8 points.
And when Rose goes on the attack, he stays on the attack, fights his way through the contact.
Payton against Rose, and the basket by Payton. Payton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
New York calls timeout. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired
Wow.
shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, ouch.
And Bones, when you look at R.J. Barrett, what's the next step in his game?
So if the next stage offensively, GA, is that he's got better shot selection overall and a bit more consistency from the three-point line, then it's about setting a tone and taking on the defensive challenge every night. That's what a good leader can do, and this team is looking for one.
And that one falls for Barrett.
You wonder if R.J. Barrett could be the best player to come out of Canada. Now that's some high praise, because I had many years battling against one Steve Nash, but R.J. Barrett has a high ceiling.
And so he makes both from the line. And Barrett's father playing for the Canadian national team as well as playing overseas. And Brent, as you know, his mother, a nationally ranked sprinter.
Yeah, an unbelievable family DNA and lineage around a multitude of sports, and it really helps to be a generalist rather than a specialist. Couldn't ask for a better pedigree for one R.J. Barrett.
Knicks trail by 8. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
And you know what? He had to clear some space for himself to get that rebound. Not an easy one there among the big boys.
Chalk up 2 there.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Knicks have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Walker. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Devin Booker.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
The Knicks shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Kemba Walker hits them both.
And you always know what you're going to get from Walker from the line. He's been a solid, consistent free throw shooter his entire career.
Now, here's Bridges. 6 points for him. To the paint. McGee trying to break free. Randall with some nice D. Knicks trail by 8. Here's Barrett. Crowder pulls it in. The dish to Bridges. Kicks it to McGee. Here's Ayton. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Ayton's got the lead up to 10 now for the Suns.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Barrett. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And Crowder slams it in.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Here's Noel after the Suns pick up 2. Knocked loose and stolen by Booker. Bridges passes to McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And so here is New York. The Suns getting the bucket. Here's Walker. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the middle. And McGee kicks to Bridges. And the rejection by Noel.
Noel in there to intimidate and does so there.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And remember, an early part of the process in Philadelphia, it's taken Noel a little time to define his role in the league.
The length and athleticism is just something that you can't teach, and that keeps people intrigued about Nerlens Noel. His skill set continues to be a work in progress, but there's been some signs of a turn for Noel now.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Johnson comes in for Crowder, and it's Paul in for Booker. Stolen by Walker. And even 3-on-3 break. Fires it up. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Friday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
Now here's Johnson, following the miss by Kemba Walker. Johnson surveying the floor. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Paul. And that one hits back iron. Knicks trail by 12. Here's Barrett. Count it. Barrett's got 8 points.
Well, that's R.J. Barrett just simply going hard to the rim.
For Phoenix, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Bridges passes to Paul. Throws it up high, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. New York shooting the ball at 42%. Passes it to Barrett. Back to Walker. And here is Toppin. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Now here's Paul. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. New York's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Barrett. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
Shooting it with more confidence now. Look at his face. He didn't look quite right in the opening minutes. Finding it now.
Pass to McGee. Al Paul. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Yeah, Chris Paul knows exactly not just who's going to hit him, but how they're going to hit him.
And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Knicks. A 12-point game. 3-pointer. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Call with the bucket.
That's when Chris Paul kicks in that extra gear, 4th to 5th. And I love how he slips past the D on the drive.
Now Barrett, 10 points for him. He dishes it to Walker. Bridges with the steal. All going up court. And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist by Johnson. Ayton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Here's Barrett following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. And another shot. And it's Barrett getting it to go. Barrett's got 12.
Now, it feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Phoenix calls timeout. The importance of the 3-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the 3-point line.
Here's Paul after R.J. Barrett's bucket. Pass to Payton. It's deflected. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barrett.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Taj Gibson's checked in for the Knicks. 6 to shoot. Ayton finds Kaminsky. And the bank shot is good. He has 6.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Knicks trail by 14. Here's Barrett. 14 points for him. New York moving it around. And Barrett slams it in.
RJ is going to improve year after year on the skill to recognize plays and to stay a step ahead of the D.
Now here's Paul. He's got 6. Inside, Gibson with the steal. Fournier with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Here's a look at some of the stats for him.
And he's been very active with his hands. How about the steal numbers this month? He's been really hounding on the defensive side.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And so far this season, it's been average at best at the line. Only 71% as a shooter.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Barrett.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, RJ, another one of those players who grew up around basketball, as his dad Rowan played overseas for the early part of RJ's life, and that introduced him to the game.
Now here's Paul, and the pass to Kaminsky. Back to Paul. Passes it to Johnson. And the call will be against Fournier. That's his first foul. Pass to Johnson, and stolen by Fournier.
Awesome defense, just outstanding effort to reach his big hands in there and just rip the ball away.
And Rose has shown himself capable of knocking down that 3 when he's got some daylight.
Now here's Johnson. No points in the game yet for him. Ayton dishes to Kaminsky. Feeds it to Johnson. To the left wing. Pocket 4. Payton kicks to Johnson. Ayton trying to break free. Phoenix no good that time either.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Now here's Rose. 11 points in the game. There at the pass to Rose. Over Johnson. And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. That is his first foul of the game. The Knicks making a switch here. Burks is checked in. And then for Phoenix, Crowder, he's checked in for Ayton. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Johnson. And it's Devin Booker in for Chris Paul. Suns leading by 7. Now here's Payton. He's got 8. Pass to Hutchison for the 3. Burks pulls it in. Now the Knicks with it. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The Knicks haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
1 shot.
There's 47 seconds left in the first half. And there's the pass to Kaminsky. Outside Crowder. He's off on that one. The Knicks go the other way with it. Outside Rose. Passes to Gibson. He kicks it to Burks. No good with the triple. The drive by Booker. Drops in the layup for 2. Booker's got 16 points.
Every time he gets going like this, somebody's going to talk about that 70-point game he had in Boston. It's not going to be me.
And so it's Phoenix with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Alfred, you guys scored a lot in the first half. What are you doing well offensively?
I think it starts with defense. We were able to get out in transition and getting rebounds and pushing the ball. I think that's what's getting us open looks.
Well, we'll see if you can keep doing that in the second half, Alfred. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Devin Booker putting in some incredible work. He had 16 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal. Kenny, let's start with you. What do you think about the Suns?
Simply a special scorer. Booker, this guy is tough to stop. And we've seen this guy drop 70. That's right, 70 in a game. And he does it with a wide array of skills and constant movement.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
I think they're playing defense with their hands instead of their feet. Too many times they've been caught reaching and they paid the price. These guys giving them way too many free throws. They need to stop sending guys to the line. Come on.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, R.J. Barrett has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Kemba Walker is out there with R.J. Barrett. And it's Toppin in at the small forward. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. Phoenix leading by 3. Paul with the ball. And here's Booker from the arc. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 6 assists now in the game. And Walker's got the ball here for New York. There's the triple. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Bridges has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Now, you're pretty confident that Chris Paul is going to make the right decision with the basketball.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. About 1 minute played here in the second half. A slam dunk by Robinson.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Paul from deep three-point land. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Here's Walker. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Walker's got 5 points now this quarter.
Now, this kind of balance is going to make a huge difference in R.J. Barrett's improvement in the league. When to score and when to be the assist maker.
Booker the bounce pass. And the wide open shot from Paul. Suns keep it alive. Here's Ayton. That one's not going to go.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Barrett, no good. Suns leading by 4. Paul is doubled. To the middle. It's stolen by Randall. And here comes the break. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That'll be his second foul of the game. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Toppin dishes to Randall. New York moving it around. Toppin can't get it to go. The Suns have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter.
And Julius Randle dropping a few pounds since he came in the league. He still brings an old school physicality to the game.
He's a good rebounder and a good finisher in the paint. Still trying to develop GA using that offhand and trying to have some touch around there with the right. That'll be a critical skill moving forward. He has other ways to get at you offensively.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Good on the shot.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
And here's Walker. He's got 13. Lobbed up there for Robinson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And Mitchell Robinson's mobility on display there, setting a solid screen and then a direct cut to the basket.
Booker against Barrett. The drive by Booker.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Robinson. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. He's putting up about 8 points a game, 13 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And you talk about a difference maker. He's a factor inside with his length and activity.
When you look at bigs, you talk to them about 2 key components: protect the rim and pound the glass. And intimidation, that helps too.
The first one falls. And so he hits both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Over in the corner, Randle. Misses the 3.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Here's Toppin. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Randle finds Barrett. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
Yeah, he's going to find a way to score. RJ sniffing out the opportunity there.
Timeout called, the Suns. Merlins Noel checks in for Robinson. And a change for the Suns. McGee's checked in. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. Pass to Paul. Pass to Ayton. Clock at 6. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 8th assist here tonight. And it's the Knicks with the ball, trailing by 10. That's a two-pointer from Walker, and again, it's New York.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Booker outside. Back to Paul. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Paul's got 4 points this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
For New York, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Ayton. Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got it, the fast break chance. Paul kicks to McGee. A drive by Booker through the net again. He's done that 10 times tonight, and he's only needed 11 shots to get there.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Knicks trail by 12. The pass to Toppin. Back to Walker. Passes it to Noel. Outside, Walker. Knocked away. Paul with the steal. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Kemba Walker picks one up.
So maybe now's the time when we talk about Chris Paul's intelligence. We don't have enough time.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. Evan Fournier's checked in for the Knicks. And so Paul nails both of them. Knicks trail by 14.
Watch Walker.
Walker the pass to Toppin. It's Noel, high post. Ayton's there. New York, no good that time either.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Now, Booker is a special offensive player, can score, and starting to show his playmaking.
New York's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. That's a two-pointer from Walker, and that time also a missed shot.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And they double up Paul. Kicks to McGee. From deep. They get it again. Second shot opportunity, and it's Ayton missing. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a walking double-double. This guy has a huge physical advantage on the nights that he's playing other bigs, whether that's by his size or his ability to run the floor. And if he comes out with an aggressive mentality, he could really punish some teams throughout the course of a regular season.
A different look for New York. Gibson comes in for Toppin, and it's Rose in for Kemba Walker. And for the Suns, Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Jay Crowder, and it's Payton in for Chris Paul. Here's Hutchison. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And some think that Ayton has a chance to be in a class with some of the great big men we've seen, be it Ewing or Robinson, Hakeem. I mean, those are very lofty standards. Brent, how does he get there?
It's a great question. I think when you talk about it, Kevin, you got to look at the defensive end. And those names that you just mentioned on a nightly basis were a force behind anybody on the perimeter. When they came into that house, it was defended. If Ayton gets there, he's got a big opportunity.
And he knocks down the first one. And New York making a change here. Burks is checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. So here's Burks. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And the rejection by Ayton.
Oh, man, it's 7-1. Not a good idea to challenge Ayton there.
Here's Hutchison. Fournier pulls it down. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That'll be his second foul of the game. And last season, we saw the NBA All-Star Game introduce a target scorer, Greg, to end the game and instead of running out the clock. Did you like that, and would you widen its use?
No question it's being looked at maybe for overtimes or tournament games. You know, Adam not shy about exploring new ideas. And I got to be honest, going into the All-Star game, I wasn't a fan of the proposed changes.
Me too.
But once you saw it all play out, I have to say I was entertained, and I applaud the commissioner and the players in the league for buying in, and I think the fan experience was made all the more better.
Good point. And there's the whistle. That goes on Frank Kaminsky. That's foul number 2 for him. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for New York. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Payton attacking, and good that time.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
One shot.
That's good from Payton. A difficult situation for New York. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
Well, you look at Booker. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
Here's Payton following the basket by Evan Fournier. Payton dishes to Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Now, cutting and carving the defense apart right now. Give Payton a passing lane, and he's going to find someone.
And for the Knicks, they're shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Rose passes to Fournier.
That's all you.
And the basket by Rose.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
I don't think he sees any kind of defense when he's at that range. It doesn't matter who's guarding him.
Now here's Payton. He's got 11. Here's Booker. They get it back.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Now Rose.
And that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Timeout called. The Suns. Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it, Greg? 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
It's checked in for Alec Burks. And for the Suns, Crowder, he's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Elfrid Payton. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
How about Devin Booker getting up to the rack?
The Knicks shooting the ball at 42%. Rose against Booker. It's Fournier on the wing to the inside. Robinson. Some solid defense from Ayton. Suns leading by 23. Crowder dishes to Kaminsky. Great D that time from Gibson. And pushing it up, here's New York. Rose with the ball.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Now here's Booker. He has 29. It's Crowder on the wing. Here's Ayton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Assertive from Ayton, wanting to score often and then forcing the D right there at his size to foul him.
First trip to the line for him here.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Ayton.
DeAndre Ayton back in 2018 heard his name called first in the NBA draft, and he averaged a double-double in his first year in the NBA. Exciting to see what is next for this big man.
Ayton hits them both. 1:35 left to play here in the third. Rose against Booker. Unloads from 13. The second chance effort. Pass to Barrett. He kicks it to Rose. No good from outside.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Crowder, the pass to Ayton. Suns moving the ball around. Kaminsky misses.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
A moment now to see the numbers for Ayton. 4th in rebounding, 9th in shooting percentage, and he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
And he's so explosive, so hungry. You really can't keep him off the glass when he wants to get there. That's why he's top 5 in rebounding. Free throw, good. Rose. Julius Randle's checked in for the Knicks. Both free throws good from Rose. Here's Booker. He's got 29 points. 54 seconds left to play in the third. Kaminsky kicks to Crowder. Knocks down the 3 ball. Crowder's got 7 points in the game.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Bounce pass from Rose. Down low. Trying to get open is Robinson. And the rejection by Ayton. Rose against Booker. Robinson with the block. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
That free throw good from Randall. Good on both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Pass to Bridges. Crowder from outside. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
Oh no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Rose. And Rose drops them both. Now here's Booker. 3 seconds left. The shot, no good. And at the end of the 3rd quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Phoenix ahead, running away with this one. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Phoenix leading by 23. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the 4th. Jay Crowder out there with Frank Kaminsky. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Bridges. And it's McGee in at the center.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Barrett. Here's Robinson. There's the pass to Barrett. And no good that time. And Phoenix the other way now. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Booker left side. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Low block shot on the way. In deep, McGee drops it in. 10 points for JaVale McGee.
Now Booker's a good passer, becoming better in that area, and he knows how to work the ball around.
New York shooting not great, 40% for the game. Barrett against Bridges. Barrett, no good. Well, Phoenix shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Booker with it. Picked up by Barrett. Passes it to McGee. To the paint. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the Suns here with a different look. Saric is checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Johnson comes in for Jay Crowder. Landry Shamit's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Booker. For New York, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. Pass to Bacon. Launches it. Offensive rebound. Randall. And the layup is good.
So active and understanding more and more with his experience where to be to get offensive rebounds is Julius Randle.
Payne passes to Shamet. Here's Saric. To the inside. Here's McGee. No good that time. Randall with some nice D. 5-on-3 break. It's Barrett on the wing. Over Johnson. Barrett, no good. Suns leading by 23. Shamet the pass to Šarić. And slam dunk by Šarić.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
Knicks have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Barrett for 3. That's JaVale McGee with the rebound. McGee's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Now, here's Shamet. Barrett covering. The 3 from Johnson. The Knicks pull it in.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Nerlens Noel checks in for the Knicks. Walker comes in for Barrett. New York's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Bacon. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Šarić.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
That free throw, no good. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Payne passes to Johnson, steps back and shoots. The feed to Šarić. Second chance shot. It doesn't go for him. The Knicks go the other way with it. Here's Knox. Good.
Knox has such great athletic ability. He's able to work his way inside and drive to the rim.
Payne with it. The pass to Shamet from deep. They get the rebound. Here's McGee. What a jam!
Wow.
Fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice. Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Pass to Bacon. To the middle. Here's Knox. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Knox getting up there and showing the power he possesses.
It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Suns. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And McGee kicks to Payne. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Shamet the pass to McGee. Over Noel. McGee's shot is off. New York's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. He gets that one. Bacon's got his first points of the night.
Pretty sweet pass there as Knox showing his ability to read the floor.
Over to the wing. McGee dishes to Šarić. And Payne now top of the key. Pass to Shamet. McGee trying to break free. And it's Shamet missing. New York shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. The basket counts and one. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play. And the Suns here with a different look. Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Saric. Bridges comes in for Johnson. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. And Paul's subbed in for Payne.
And Nerlens Noel, since coming into the league, seemingly has fought an uphill battle to try to find a role on a team where he can consistently make key contributions. Let's hope it's now.
Now here's Paul. Booker in the corner. And here is Bridges. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down three, he can add it to the list.
Inside, Noel, and slam dunk by Noel.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Now Paul. Pass to Kaminsky. Uncovered. It's rebounded by New York. Noel's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
He's off on the first. The Knicks making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Ayton, he's checked in for Phoenix. Second free throw, no good. Phoenix leading by 21. The drive by Booker, and he banks in the layup. Booker's got 15 points in just the second half.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
New York's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Shoots the three. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
The skill's growing maybe right in front of our eyes here for DeAndre Ayton.
The Knicks shooting not great, 40% for the game. The pass to Barrett. Randall kicks to Toppin. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, but in the first half, he was just purely flawless as a ball securer. But that certainly hasn't been the case here in the second half.
Phoenix making some changes. Saric has checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Devin Booker, and it's Payton in for Paul. Phoenix has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Saric outside. No good off the back of the rim.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Here's Bacon. In the corner, Knox with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nice open look, but it's no good. The Suns shooting here in the fourth quarter around 41%. Here's Bridges, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Bridges showing more and more signs of strength, being able to finish through contact.
Phoenix making some changes. Landry Shamet's checked in for Ayton, and Cameron Payne subbed in for Payton.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Bridges. So it's the Knicks now. Passes it to Randall. Pass to Knox. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Bacon. To halt the run. Rebound by the Suns. Hutchinson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Payne. Saric in the corner. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. And they're on the break. With the floater, and there's the nice layup by Burks.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
And for the Suns, they're shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Payne passes to Shamet. Here's Hutchison. Kicks it to Payne from the arc. And Chandler Hutchison is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. New York's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Quickly. Good. Nice job down low. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Suns. And the pass to Hutchison. He kicks to Bridges. That one doesn't go. And New York the other way now. Down low. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
Yeah, Randall's not passing that one up. Fantastic job at converting when he's got the kind of position like that.
Payne looking around. Out to Saric. Shamet, the pass to Bridges. To the inside. Saric. That's tipped, but they get it back. New York shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. Inside. And Randall throws it down.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
Here's Saric. The Knicks making the shot. That one goes. Count it.
Well, when Dario gets a chance to rise up like that, it's going in.
Randall outside. Takes the 3. Randall can't get that one to fall. Suns leading by 22. There's 1:26 left in the game. Back to Payne. It's stolen by Randall.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Suns.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for DeAndre Ayton.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
And so it's New York with it. Phoenix able to drain the 3. Now here's Burks. He's covered closely. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. First free throw is good. Noel's checked in for Randall. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. DeAndre Ayton's checked in for Saric. Jay Crowder comes in for Chandler Hutchison. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. And Paul's subbed in for Payne.
Yo, whose man is Chris?
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Booker the pass to Bridges. Back to Booker. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
Well, I like when Devin Booker's decisive about forcing the action. It's clear the defense is respecting his ability to score the ball.
Both free throws good from Booker. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Quickly off with the layup. Passes it to Payne. So it's the Suns winning easily here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Chris, big win tonight. What do you think was the biggest factor?
I mean, I don't know. You know, it was just our defense. You know, obviously our offense fed off of it. Guys made open shots, but I think we really locked down defensively, and that's what we're trying to make sure is that we're a defensive team every night.
Well, you were a defensive team tonight, Chris. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And we'll see you next time.